Bonaducci, and you are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci.
Tony, welcome to Go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
Alright, you go in, Tony.
Good. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead Radio Show. You're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Hi, everybody. It's Tuesday Trivia. Thanks for joining us today. It is the Knockem Dead Comedy Show. As you can see right there on that shirt. Just dying to show everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show. We're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, New York. It is Tuesday Trivia. We're going to have some fun with some Tuesday Trivia in a little while. If you'd like to play, if you'd like to comment and say hi, and you want us to see your comments, please shoot over to the YouTube feed. That is where we monitor the comments, like John Rusiello just did. Good morning, John. But you can watch on Facebook as well. Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. That's the name of the YouTube channel. It's the name of the Facebook page. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the thumbs up and tell all your friends about the great shows there and share the links and all that good stuff. Whatever you do on that social media garbage. Weird nipples, says Andy Plajanos. Because you were pointing at it, yeah. Jerry Lahane, huge Baltimore bridge collapse and news crash by cargo ship. Yes, we were going to mention that. Yeah, the men of Walker, says Andy Plajanos. Yes, Frank is here. Zach is here. I don't know what Zach is doing.
I'm reading the Baltimore crash.
Oh, it's hard because we can't see your eyes. So it looks like you were just looking to the camera.
You're right. I could see how it does look like that.
Yeah. Yes, thanks for mentioning that, Jerry. We were going to mention that really quick. Thank goodness. For those of you who aren't up on it, the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore was hit by a cargo ship. It's not terrorist attack or anything like that. Apparently, the ship lost power for some reason, and I guess they couldn't really control the path of the ship, and they hit one of the support beams, and looks like the whole bridge came down. If you see the video, it's interesting. The whole bridge that you see in the video, the whole thing comes down, but I don't know if that's the whole bridge or not that you see in the video. But it sure looks like it could be. Yeah, and it's really something to see. But fortunately, it was at 1:30 in the morning, so it wasn't heavily populated. There were not too many cars on the bridge. There are, unfortunately, seven people unaccounted for. Thankfully, there was a construction crew that was working on the bridge. Thankfully, they all seemed to escape major harm. So, they're working on that. So, all the best to everybody down there in Baltimore. And, of course, here in Massapequa, the big news yesterday was an officer was shot and killed in Far Rockaway, Queens. And the officer that was killed is from Massapequa. So, his name, Jonathan Diller. All the best to the Diller family. Just before 5:50 in the Far Rockaway section of Queens, Officer Diller and his partner encountered a vehicle illegally parked at a bus stop. As they approached the vehicle, there were two men inside the vehicle. I believe it was the driver. I could be wrong about that, but I believe it was the driver. Shot Diller below his bulletproof vest. Diller's partner returned fire, and the wounded, the man who shot Diller actually then got out, and Diller, who was shot, still fought the man and got the gun away from the guy. So this man is a true hero, and unfortunately he did pass due to his injury from the bullet wound, but he still was able to do his job and stop this man. What they were doing, I don't know if they know. I didn't see that anywhere. If these guys, why they were parked at the bus stop, why they had guns. I don't know if they were planning anything or not. I don't know what the deal was. Diller had been with the police department for 3 years, married with a young child. So, unbelievable. He was going to shoot the cop more. But like I said, he was able to stop him. But, both men were arrested in the car. Both of them have a whole list of priors. So, these guys should just kind of rot for the rest of their lives in jail. So that's that. All right, so on to better things, more important things. Fremder, the bridge was hit by a cargo ship, as in now my car go into the water. What? Oh, cargo. Oh, Fremder. Ah, goodness.
You only get these type of puns in your comment section.
I have. This show and its viewers, high IQ, deep stuff goes on around here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Deep stuff.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean it that way.
You're the one who took it there. All I did was just repeat what you said.
Oh my goodness.
You're the one who took it.
All right, on to other things. Hope everybody. So yesterday's show was pre-recorded, so this is the first time we're live this week. Hope you guys are well. Hope you had a good weekend. We had a good weekend around here. Very busy weekend. Don and I, we talked to John DeResta on Thursday. Then Sunday night we were in here, and John DeResta was back here Thursday, and there are a lot of comedians, a lot of shows, a lot of good stuff going on. We had a great time here in the here in the studio on Sunday night, and we hope you guys enjoyed it. We showed it to you yesterday. Hope you enjoyed that show. A lot of fun. We were picking a lot on Bosie, which was fun. It's always a good time picking on Bosie. So what we didn't talk about, because it didn't happen until after we recorded the show. So we finished up in here, and Don and I and the comedians that had already performed, we went out to the club to watch the rest of the show. And I'll have to ask Laura about this next time she's here. But there was a heckler in the show, and a heckler in the audience. This guy would just not shut up. And John DeResta was out there. This guy was heckling everybody. And this guy actually yelled out to DeResta. He actually said, "You're a bum," which we couldn't believe. I think Don wanted to go over and smack the guy. But, he was giving everybody a hard time. And then James, just had his jacket on. He took a nice little stroll over there. And he just kind of whispered something in the guy's ear, and that was it. You never heard another peep out of the guy. And it was awesome. And we all clapped when this guy finally shut up. William Conway, yo, Tony, I got 2 tickets for Kevin Nealon tomorrow night at the City Winery. I'd like to offer them to your listeners. Oh, wow. What? Who? What? Where? William, you're not still here, though, right? Are you home? Why aren't... All right, I'm very confused. So, if you're home, why did you buy these tickets? And if you're not home, you're still here, why are you not going? Yeah, all right, fill me in here. What's going on? Maybe I will give them away, but I need more info. All right. Big news around here is the lottery. You ever buy?
I don't. My fiance does.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
The Powerball and the Mega Millions jackpot combined worth around $2 billion as we speak. I looked it up. I don't think anyone won the Powerball last night. No?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I don't think so. So I don't know what that's up to, but the Mega Millions, which is tonight, right? That by itself is up to $1 billion. So
it's the Mega Billion now.
That's right. It's not the Mega Million, it's the Mega Billion. But don't buy your tickets. Don't buy your tickets for the Mega Millions tonight, because the winning ticket's already been bought, and it's right here. So don't bother. I'm just helping you save money. In fact, if I win with this ticket right here, all you guys watching today, you'll all get $50 from me.
You know how I'm going to know if you win?
How?
When you go to the store to say you're going to get milk. And then it's like an hour later, I'm like, that's still not bad.
Are you insinuating that I would just leave and take the money and never come back?
I'm kidding.
Well, actually, what? Oh, that's... Oh, somebody did win.
No.
Oh, I thought winning numbers right here. No?
Next drawing is 865.
Yeah.
On Wednesday. Tomorrow.
Right, but then it says winning numbers and it has the date and then it has some numbers underneath.
I don't know. I mean, being that the number's still high, I would think that it's still up there.
Can I see?
All right. You see what I'm saying? What are those numbers underneath? It says...
Oh. Those are the last time it was drawn, but nothing came from it. That's what I think.
Is it trying to say that those were the numbers yesterday that would have won? But
right.
Okay. So those are the numbers, but nobody won that. Okay. Yeah. So tomorrow, right? The next drawing is tomorrow for that?
Yeah.
And it's up $865 million. Wow.
That's Powerball.
That's the Powerball. That's tomorrow. So the Mega Millions is tonight. So it's valued at $1.1 billion as of when I did my research. Cash value $525.8 million. Right, that's what I said. 1.1 billion. Right. I would take the cash value in a second. $525 million. Holy moly!
Yeah, make that bread. Win that Powerball.
Well, yeah. That's what I was going to say. So it wouldn't be Dad just getting milk. It would be Mom, Dad, and Sammy going to get milk.
I know. I was talking bread like as in money, but yeah.
I know. I was going back to what you said before. Yeah.
Okay. Word.
I'm not answering that. That's line 4. That's usually telemarketer. What would you do if you won that money? What would you do?
If I won it,
Hard question.
just advance everything that we already have. I just take what we already have, but just advance it all.
Advance it, meaning make it bigger, pay it off? What do you mean?
Yeah, like let's say like take like a TV, right? Just
Yeah.
like a bigger TV or a better TV.
Okay.
Maybe not bigger, but better, Just anything, just advance it all.
All right. You?
Pay bills. Pay off the car. Maybe get a house.
Oh yeah, all that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ditto.
Wow. All right. That was
What about you?
good stuff. What?
What about you? Besides running away from milk.
Yeah, I would get the milk. Yeah, I would. Get a house, and I would. Back in the days when I had co-hosts, Eric. I remember Eric said once that if he won, he would take. He would pay off the mortgage of certain people, like people that have their mortgages. He would actually take a few and pay them off, and I thought that was a great idea. So I would probably do that.
You need a robot leg. You need to get like a robot leg.
Actually, I don't. There's really not much. There's really not much more advanced legs than this.
Oh, it's coming.
It's coming. AI.
They got it in development.
Yeah. What do they got?
Just wait until till Elon Musk perfects that what do you call it, the Neuralink, and then you'll have a psychic connection with any prosthetic legs you got.
And you'll be able to fly.
You can move it with your mind, is what I'm saying. Like it's a real leg. Just wait till Elon Musk puts a chip in your brain.
Well, I think I'll skip that. Thanks, Elon. I appreciate it. Let's see.
Don't make us into cyborgs.
Great. All right, Fremder. Well, now I know why my Amazon packages are running late. What? Oh, because of the bridge. Oh, Fremder. My friend Rich just won the lottery. I told him to take a shower or else he'll be filthy rich. John Rusciello wishes me the luck. You deserve it. Oh, well, yeah, I do deserve millions. Absolutely. We'll go with that. The odds of you winning the lottery are the same odds as me actually saying something funny. No, I think my chances of winning the lottery are better. Your milk is now 45 leagues under the sea in Baltimore. Oh, friend, I'm not going to read your comments anymore, friend. William Conway shot me a screenshot. What? Jerry Lane says, look up Super Soldiers James Rink. All right. I don't know what that means, but all right, let's see. I'm a little scared, but I have no idea what that means or what it is. But
let's broadcast this to the entire world. Let's see what this is.
James Rink's Super Soldier Talk.
Super Soldier Talk.
Oh, so what is he? He's a podcast? The Super Soldier program is an emergent phenomena which has been persecuted even the past generations of UFO experiences. Oh, all right. Thanks, Sherry. I don't know. What is going on here today?
Full moon? Or is this a full moon?
What is that? There was just a full moon, like yesterday.
Is it done or is it?
I don't know.
There was a full moon yesterday?
Something like that, yeah.
All right, so William Conway, let's see. All right, so William Conway, yeah, all right. All right, so he sent me the information for Kevin Nealon. He's tomorrow at the Cine Winery at 6 p.m., at 6:30. Oh, that's early. Okay. All right, Okay. And all right, so William Conway, why did you buy those tickets? If you're not, because he said that he's home. So why did you even get those tickets? All right. Okay. Thanks, Jerry, for that link. I don't know why you sent that to me. So you're saying that they have the tech already. That's why you want me to check out that guy's podcast. They can grow limbs. Military has the tech already. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Now it all makes sense.
Sure it does. Makes total sense.
We should totally check that out.
Yeah, because they're going to give it to me.
Yeah.
Guy who's in his 50s and overweight and past his prime. But yeah, let's give it to him.
Because it'll send you in reverse from all that. Okay.
It'll make me a superhero.
Exactly.
So so tomorrow and Thursday I'll find some old shows to throw up here so you guys can see something. So Wednesday we're normally off. Thursday, if the weather holds up, yeah, who knows? Thursday I might end up here in here after all. But Thursday, if the weather holds up, is supposed to be the Mets home opener, and me and Don Sill are going, and I think Joey Petroni might be coming with us too. I'm not sure, but so we're going to the Met game. I'm very excited. It used to be an annual tradition with me that I would hit opening day. Me and some friends used to do it. Did it for several years, and then I've done it off and on since, but it's probably been, I think, 10 years since I've done it last, so I'm very excited. However, they are calling for rain, so I'm a little, so I'm trying, I'm upset about it. Hopefully the rain will hold out, but we'll see. We may go live Thursday from the parking lot, but if we do, it would be on Facebook only. So we might try that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But very excited. Mets home opener. The Mets had a decent spring. We don't really have high hopes for the Mets this year, but still love going to games. Very excited. You've never done any opening days, right?
No.
Some of your favorite Mets memories.
We did it. We talked about this one time.
I know we did.
Well, you won't climbing over the fence to see Gary Carter.
Well, yes and no. So the first time, so I didn't climb the. So the first time I met Carter, the gate was open. It was. I didn't climb it. So at the old Shea Stadium, beyond the outfield. So you had the outfield. Behind the outfield was the parking lot where all the players would park their cars, the buses for the visiting team, the press, like all the employees, like they had a parking lot back there. And then the gates to the stadium. And there was a right field gate and a left field gate. And for years, all they used was the right field gate. They used to chain up the left field gate and it would stay that way. They would even put stuff in front of it. Like they just didn't use it. And it was after a game. It was 87. It was 1987. It was after a game. And we used to hang out a lot after the game. We didn't rush out of there. The traffic was always a mess. So we'd either sit at our seats until they threw us out, or we'd go to the back gate where the players are leaving. We'd just watch everybody wave, and we would just sit there and make fun of people. And we were walking, so it was late. It was after a game, and again, because we stayed late, so it was really late, and we were walking past the left field gate, and like I said, they never used it. But I just happened to notice that the chain was there to keep the gate closed, but there was no lock on it. The lock there was no lock at all. It wasn't just an open lock. There was no lock. So the chain was just open, free. I was like, and I was shocked that I noticed this. I mean, thousands of people are at this place, and I noticed that, so of course I just walked right up to it, undid the chain, I walked in. But then once I walked in, I was like, all right, now what? So I just kind of hung out, and I wouldn't say I was hiding, but I wasn't really coming out into the open either. Just kind of hanging out. And I figured, all right, well, we saw a bunch of players coming out in their cars, but we didn't see Mookie Wilson. So I figured, all right, maybe Mookie's still in there. Maybe he'll come out because he's always been my favorite Met, pretty much since he became a Met, which is like 1980 or 81, whatever year it was. Mm-hmm. And at that time, I was either 10 or 11. So, so it basically was my favorite Met from when I was a kid. So we were down, I think, like 2 cars. There was hardly any cars left in the parking lot. And Mookie didn't come out, but Gary Carter came out. And I would say Carter was definitely in my top 5 Mets then, and maybe even now would be my top 5. So I was like, oh, this is great. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to wait anymore. And Mookie's probably not coming, so I went to Gary Carter. Gets into his car. I'm walking over, and he's just getting his keys out. Like, he's just kind of minding his, he's getting the keys out, and he's about to put it in the ignition, and I just knock on the window. Scared the living hell out of me. And he just rolls down his window. He didn't say anything. Where'd you come from? Like, nothing. He just rolled down his window looking at me. And I just had a Mets program from that day, the scorebook. Sid Fernandez, I think, was on the cover. So I just handed it to him. So you sign this? I was like, oh, okay. And he signed it. He gave it back to me, and that was the whole thing. And I started to walk away, but I didn't close the gate behind me when I walked in. So as I'm leaving, people are now starting to run in, and that's when security's coming from all over the place. But I'm already on my way out. So... And I'm 17, so there was no way they were catching me. I was fast back then. I had 2 legs. So I was fast. But they weren't even chasing me. They were going after the people that were now coming in. So I just walked out of there, and I had the autograph, and that was just crazy to me. It was, I think, later that summer or maybe the following season. I think it was later that summer. Of course, it was locked at that point. But, yeah, I wanted to go back in. So, yeah, I did. I climbed the fence. And same thing. These days, forget it. There's people everywhere. There's cameras. Like, you can't. But back then, it just wasn't. This is long before 9/11. Security, I guess, was lax. So, yeah, I climbed right over the fence at Shea Stadium and went in. And I don't remember. I didn't get his autograph again, I don't think.
I think you saw him, but you didn't get anything.
Oh, yeah? I don't even remember. I don't even remember climbing the fence to leave. I just remember climbing the fence to go in. I must have climbed to come out because I didn't get caught.
The 2 other things I remember about after games, I don't know if it was the same day or not, but there was also Hojo with the car.
That was a different
and
day.
Joe Garagiola.
So Howard Johnson, known as Hojo, he was, played for the Mets in the 80s. Also played for Detroit, played for Chicago Cubs. Great hitter. Defensively he was good too, but mainly known for his bat. Popular Met during the 80s. He was on the 86 team that won the World Series. Yeah, this was another day. We were just, again, we were late teens, early 20s, and, we didn't have responsibilities really, so we were never in a rush. We never, And again, traffic was always a mess, so we would stay really late and just hang out. And again, we would just make fun of people, or we were like, we weren't one of those Met geeks that, felt like we knew the players or had to talk to them. We were just hanging out for laughs. But, yeah, I was being stupid one day. Howard Johnson came out, whatever sports car he was driving at the time. I don't even remember what it was. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But all these people are trying to get him, and he's just trying to drive through, and he's honking the horn, and he's trying. And me being me, I was, 16, 17. I was an idiot. And I jumped onto the back of his car as he's starting to drive away. Now I look back on this stuff, I'm like, what in the world was I thinking?
And didn't you bend the wiper?
I bent his antenna from jumping onto his car. And he slams on the brakes, and I forget now if I flew off the car from him slamming on the brakes or if I jumped off because he was going to kill me. But either way, I get off the car, he gets out, and immediately, what the? He might have even threw an F-bomb. I don't even remember. Did he?
I'm pretty sure he did.
All these people come running because they want autographs on it. He puts his hands out. He goes, no. Just like that. No. And they all did. They all stopped. He messes the antenna for a second. I did, and I think I did anyway, if I remember right. I think I did step out and say, I'm sorry. Or I'm really sorry. I said something. And again, I don't know what your memory is, but that's how I remember it. And I think he just kind of looked at me and just nodded or something. And then he straightened it out as best he could, and then he left.
I remember straightening it out. I don't remember you saying anything, but...
Oh, really? Maybe I didn't, but that's how my memory... I mean, this is almost 40 years ago, but... Yeah. I do have an autograph from him at home, but I didn't get it. A friend of mine got it for me, but... if I ever met him, I would apologize. I would say, I'm sorry, I bent your antenna. I wonder if he would remember.
He might.
I would think after all these years, he wouldn't care at this point. He'd probably say, all right, well, you owe me $200 for getting the antenna fixed.
Right.
But I would bring it up if I ever met him. I would definitely bring it up. Because I'm that stupid.
That was you?
Yeah. I bet you would remember that because that's like a weird, yeah. Now, what was it? Oh, Joe Garagiola.
Oh, my God.
Joe Garagiola. In fact, last week, on Hershey and the Keegs, which is on every Tuesday here. They're not on tonight, by the way. Wish Mike Keegan the best. He's going up to Boston for the Boston Comedy Festival, and you have to audition, and hopefully you make it. So good luck to Mike. I think his audition is tonight. So, but they had Russ Salzberg on last week with them. You know who that is, right?
Yeah.
Now, Russ Salzberg, which I didn't know until they were talking to him, was good friends with Yogi Berra.
Okay.
And Yogi Berra and Joe Garagiola were neighbors when they were kids. They grew up together.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. So his name came up a little bit, and they were talking about him. Joe Garagiola was a player in his day, also a catcher like Yogi Berra was. Probably better known for being an announcer. He called the Game of the Week with Vin Scully on NBC. We were not fans. We never liked him as an announcer. His playing days was before our time, but we just really didn't care for him as an announcer. And I'm part of the minority. I was never a big Vin Scully fan either. Just telling you the truth. Vin Scully, years and years called Dodgers games and just died a few years ago. But yeah, we met. So because we used to hang around so much after a game, we met a lot of players, a lot of different people. And Joe Garagiola was there after a game one day, and he's walking, and all these people trying to get his autograph, and there were a bunch of little kids around, and he cursed at them.
He had a bunch of baseball
he pulled those out later.
Oh, okay.
But he cursed at them first.
I gotta catch a fucking car. Or something
something like that. And then he said, "I'll tell you what." And he pulls out of his suit pocket this, like a rubber band full of. They weren't even like actual playing cards from his day.
No.
They were like poorly made printed cards from NBC. It was Joe Garagiola, like with his microphone. It's just Joe Garagiola, announcer, like these cheesy baseball cards. But he undoes the rubber band and throws them up in the air.
Yeah.
So that they all come trickling down. Now people, all the little kids are scurrying. Like he didn't even bother to quickly. All right, everybody, one at a time. Let me just he just threw them up and walked away.
Right, and I think it was probably pre-printed autograph stuff. It
It wasn't real. It was, and we were like, what a jerk. Although I don't think I have any more, but I think I did grab one of the cards.
Did you really?
I think I did, but I just remember, I remember the three of us, you, me, and Rob Safarth were there, and we were like, what a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cursed. I mean, we're talking little kids, like give or take around the age of 10, and he threw an F-bomb at them. Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Oh, you might not have been there. With McGee Hickey? Were you there for that?
I think I heard about it.
Yeah, you weren't there. I think you were supposed to come to the game, and then maybe you got sick or you had something. And I don't think you were there. McGee Hickey, who I think she's still around.
I think so.
Local New York reporter. She's been on all the different local New York stations, in the city, 11 o'clock news. She was doing a piece on the Mets. And this was after a game, and there's a whole crowd of people like making a bunch of noise behind her, screaming about the Mets, trying to get on camera. And she had to stop a few times. She's like, okay, guys, I'm trying to do my report. If you could just tone it down a little bit. And we wouldn't tone it down. And after like 3 or 4 different takes, she's getting mad. And she's now dropping the mic. She's turning, and she's screaming at us, throwing like a little hissy fit. And the more she yelled at us, the louder everybody was getting. And then the cameraman was yelling at us. It was really, and we all were standing. And it wasn't, for once, this wasn't just me. I mean, there had to be about 30 of us. She wanted the crowd behind us. She wanted to make it look like she was like part of all the excitement. Meanwhile, like 3/4 of the parking lot was empty. This was like 3 hours after a game. Mm-hmm. And we all just kept laughing at her and getting louder and louder. And she was stamping her feet. And we just kept laughing. Eventually, they gave up. I think they may have used pieces of it that night, because I remember, watching it that night. But she did the main part of the report from the studio. I remember that. And we were laughing at this woman. Oh, it was really funny.
And the funniest thing I remember is the Apodaca Kingman moment.
Oh, yeah, explain it. All right.
We talked about that before, I think.
So, I was little. So, our uncle worked. What was the deal? Our uncle worked at a bank, and Apodaca was one of the customers?
Customers, yeah.
So, he got to know Apodaca from them? Yeah. And then, so we went to a game. Did Apodaca give us the tickets?
He might have, reserved them kind of thing.
They weren't great seats, if I remember right.
They were up.
But still, Apodaca got them. So, so he really went out of his way.
Yeah, I know.
Because we had these lousy seats. But the game, and correct me if I don't know if I'm confusing this with a different game. He pitched.
Apodaca pitched.
So it was
San Diego, I think it was. They were playing against.
Yes, San Diego Padres. Dave Kingman, who was on the Mets twice, a phenomenal hitter in his day. He was with San Diego at the time.
Right.
And Apodaca struck him out. That was like a big part of the game.
Big to do, but you weren't there.
I wasn't there for that. I kept complaining I had to go to the bathroom. And I was, I think, 7. So I couldn't go by myself, so my uncle took me to the bathroom and missed. I think Kingman had 2 strikes on him already.
It was a big moment.
And Uncle Phil was like, just hang on a second. I was like, no, I can't. So off we went, and yeah, we missed Apodaca striking out Dave Kingman. And what we heard, the place went nuts. But then after the game, this is the part I'm a little blurry on. So we never met Apodaca or anything.
That day, no.
We just left the game. I do remember before the game, at the ticket window, the guy couldn't find the tickets. You remember that?
No.
The tickets were under Celentano. That's our mother's maiden name. And our uncle was at the counter, Celentano. No, Bob Apodaca, got us these tickets. 4 reserved seats, Celentano. And we were there for a while. The guy couldn't find them. And I remember Uncle Phil was getting upset. Turned out the guy, Celentano is the last name. The guy was looking under S for Celentano. Oh. Yeah, I remember that. But so anyway, after the game, so we just leave after the game. Now, I don't know anything about Bob Apodaca. I don't know where he lived. I don't know where he was going. But we're driving home after the game, and I don't even know. Again, I'm 7, so I couldn't tell you where we were. We probably on the Grand Central.
I think Grand Central.
For all I know, we could have been driving Route 80 in North Carolina, for all I know. Like, I'm 7. I have no idea where we are. But we're driving, and all of a sudden, there's Bob Apodaca next to us on the parkway, driving along. And we're like, holy cow, what are the chances of that? And he's just driving. And now what happened from that point on? Because my memory's blurry, this.
We remember, we recognized him.
Right.
And
he was on our right, the driver's side, the passenger side.
Our aunt, who was quiet for the whole game.
Yeah, wouldn't even get up for the national anthem.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Oh, you don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, and she had a hat on. Wouldn't take the hat on. She was in a whatever mood for whatever reason. And yeah, she's sitting there. Wouldn't even get up for the national anthem. Right. Yeah, lovely woman.
Well, we all recognized Apodaca next to us, and she had the quickest access to him, closest access to him.
Well, she's in the front, right?
Rolled the window down and started yelling, Phil Celentano, Apodaca, talking Uncle Phil up like crazy. And he's just looking at her like, huh? And he just kind of, okay. And closed the window, and that was it.
But wasn't she like really screaming like hysterically?
Yeah.
That's how my memory serves.
Yelling Uncle Phil's name to him to try to get him to realize who it was.
Yeah,
and
but she wasn't just like Phil Celentano. Wasn't she more like ah?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Why was she doing that?
Just to get his attention. Like they're going to talk on the parkway.
But there's no reason to be hysterical like that.
But I think I remember Uncle Phil saying that he saw him after that.
Okay.
At the bank or whatever.
There's a mic here, right?
Yeah. You're not picking up?
No, because you're 2 feet away.
Oh, I thought they could pick it up. So anyway, so yeah, he saw him like a week after that or something like that, and Apodaca realized what had happened, and he says, "Oh, I put 2 and 2 together, and I remember I realized what was going on."
Oh, really?
And he says, "I'm sorry, I didn't realize what was happening at the time, but I realized later on."
Oh, that's funny.
Or maybe Uncle Phil said something to him. Maybe, did you see us on the parkway yelling at you?
That lunatic I wouldn't admit to anybody that was mine. There was some girl, some lunatic. I could have sworn she yelled your name. I don't know anything about it. I wasn't at the game. I didn't make it. So I don't remember that part either.
But I don't know if it was before or after that, but when I was little, I think I mentioned this last time too. Do you remember the Mets making an appearance at Roosevelt Field Mall?
No, and I think you did bring this up last time.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Okay. A bunch of them were there in different parts of the mall. And Apodaca was one of the players there. And I went up to him. So I just got out of the hospital.
Okay.
And I went up to him, and I think I mentioned Uncle Phil's name. And I don't know if he just remembered or maybe some mom or somebody was behind us, like, kind of signaling him. But he says, aren't you the one that was just in the hospital? Frank, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it was me. He's like, oh, I'm glad to see you doing okay. Hope you're feeling better and this kind of stuff.
Oh, wow.
And I don't remember if Mom was egging him on or he just remembered. But,
was I there? I don't remember this at all.
I don't know if you. I thought maybe you were.
I don't remember.
I mean, Tori was there. Pigditano.
I don't recall ever meeting Tori. I think I'd remember
Harrelson.
that, but no, I don't think I was there for that.
Yeah, they weren't only in one spot. You had to go to different parts of the mall, and there was like a table of like 3 or 4 of them each in different parts.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that.
Found that.
Let's see. Let's go back and read some comments. From there, I don't know if I should read from there. Let me see it in advance here. All right. No, I'm skipping that one. You were not hiding, you were trespassing. Says, yeah, I was. I went through the gate, and I was totally trespassing, without a doubt. You sneaking through the gate at a Met game, I picture Gollum hiding behind a rock in Lord of the Rings. I don't know Lord of the Rings. Your antenna always been pretty bent for the Mets. Morning, everyone from Washington State. Hello, Mickey. Hapadaka, hi, Mecca, hi, ni ho. All right. Good thing I went back to read the comments. Yeah. Wow. I do remember, too, going to Met games. Mike Piazza's first game as a Met.
Right.
We were there for that.
Right.
I remember that.
My birthday.
Right, we were there for your birthday. Right, was it on your birthday?
On my birthday, yeah.
May of 98.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember being there in 89 when the Mets had those 2 big brawls with Cincinnati. You weren't there with me, but and this is when oh my goodness, a lot of yelling going on in that hallway. It was right around the time that the news was starting to come out that Pete Rose had been betting. So, and we had seats all the way up. These were the days where you could sneak down and get really close. These days you can't really do that, but you used to be able to sneak down from section to section, where now you have to use stairs and stuff. But back then, like, each section was just separated by seats, like it was really nothing to it. We were all the way up, and there were 2 cars of us. There's a whole bunch of us that went. But so there had to be like 7 or 8 of us, but we all managed to sneak down. It was great. And we were right there. We were on the field level by third base, right where the fight pretty much started or led to. Tim Tuffle and Rob Dibble. They got into a nasty fight, and it broke up, and then they went at each other again. And I remember the whole place chanting, "Rose must go," because he was on his way out. And he did. He ended up getting a lifetime ban, which is still in effect today.
Was it just in the news the other day or something?
Well, there's now...
he appealed again or something?
Oh, he appeals it all the time. There's... his name has been just kind of floating around because Ohtani of the Dodgers, great player. He was with Anaheim, the Angels, but he's now with the Dodgers. But rumors are starting to fly that he's been betting. So... So now Pete Rose's name is just flying around because of that. But
is that what? Because I'm seeing a running joke about an interpreter. Is that what that's about?
That's Ohtani. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have to. I'm not really up on the whole story, but apparently, the interpreter has something to do with it. But I don't know what. Lots of great times at the Met games. We spent a lot of time going to games.
Oh yeah.
We almost saw a fight. Pedro Guerrero. Remember, he almost got into a fight
in the parking lot.
Yeah, in the parking lot.
Yeah.
After a game. Yeah. Guerrero. Well, the famous thing with the Mets is he threw his bat at David Cohn. Back, what was that, 88 maybe? But we saw him in a parking lot as he was getting on the player's bus, and then the guy. After they were separated, I don't remember the term he used, but he said something racial to him. You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, that I remember. That blew me away.
Oh man.
And I remember, you remember that time we saw Gooden walking to his car?
I think so.
First off, I just remember we were shocked at how tall he was. But then our buddy Rob, who was always with us, Rob Saforth, he's walking shoulder to shoulder with Gooden, trying to get an autograph, and Gooden wouldn't give it to him. He kept grabbing younger kids. Rob was, give it in his late teens, early 20s. He drove, so he was old enough. And Gooden just kept signing autographs for little kids. And Rob is literally shoulder to shoulder with him walking. And Gooden gave up autographs and went to his car, and Rob he never signed anything for Rob. I remember Rob was fuming, and I don't blame him. But and I met Gooden in '95. I've told that story a million times in here. we were online at a Burger King. Dwight Gooden was behind me, and he signed the back of my Burger King receipt.
There's a new documentary on him this week after the game.
Oh, is it a new one? Because he just had one a few years ago.
Oh, did he? Maybe it's the same one. I don't know if it's tied into him being in the Hall of Fame now or something.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I think it's a new one.
Oh, what? They're playing it after the game?
After the game.
Tomorrow? Thursday?
Thursday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They put together some good specials. The one about Gary Carter was fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that one. Is there one about Keith? I've never seen it.
There is one about Keith.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, it's called He's Keith Hernandez.
Right, yeah. Well, that's the name of his book, too,
Yeah.
isn't it?
That's a good one. And then there's also one about Gary, Keith, and Ron together.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen that one either.
Yeah, because it came out last year. They're
I gotta
18
see
years
that.
together or whatever.
Those guys are the best.
It's a good one. It's very funny.
The best. One time I fought a Guerrero in the parking lot of a Taco Bell. Oh, friend, are you killing me? Pete Rose, a Louisville slug her. Yeah, apparently, right? Didn't he beat up his wife or something?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, maybe. I
don't
forget now. I forget. Oh, no, he did. Yeah, he did. Years ago, when he was still a player, he got in trouble for beating. Was it his wife or a girlfriend? He did. He beat some girl up.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
I played at Dallas Strawberry used to have a restaurant.
Oh,
in
yeah, Strawberries,
Douglaston.
yeah.
Yeah. I played there once for a private party. Didn't meet him, but I met his brother. Very nice guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Michael.
Michael Strawberry?
Yeah, very nice guy. But there was some kind of a talk about they were doing some kind of an event there soon after that. And Gooden, or maybe it was just past, I'm not sure now. But Gooden kind of just backed out and didn't tell anybody. He just didn't show up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
And
yeah.
Stroh wasn't happy with that.
He's had his issues. He's definitely had his issues. All right. So that's the deal. Mets opening day on Thursday. Very excited. Yeah, that screen is freaking out. Who's calling me? What is going on here? I got a million things happening at once with my phone. Oh, all right, there he is. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I'm going to yell at you.
What do I do now?
You got your wonderful son sitting in the studio with you. The poor kid, you're not paying any attention to him. You're not answering any questions. He's not participating in the show. He's sitting there like a great son, and I feel sorry for the kid. Say something to the kid.
All right.
What's wrong with you? What kind of father are you?
Oh my God.
Well, first off, I had my show planned for today, and he was a last-minute addition. And he's not really a big Mets guy, and that's one of the topical things going on this week. So I'm talking about it. He's all right. He's all right.
You just see me as a last-minute addition.
That's no excuse. You're talking about 30 years ago. Let me tell you something. You're talking about great Mets, this, that, the other thing.
Yeah.
Fuck those Mets. They're all yesterday's has-been. You want to bring up nostalgia? Bring up nostalgia with your son when he was a young boy and stuff like that. I like the Mets. They're okay, but Gary Carter. Gary Carter's yesterday's newspaper. All right.
Kind of like you.
Me, I'm not yesterday's newspaper. I'm yesterday's waste.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're acknowledging that.
And I'm the first one to say it. Listen, there's no problem. There's only one person on this earth, and I'm above. And that's your friend Kaplan. Goodbye. Have a lovely show. All right, Zach. All right. Nice to see you, brother. Come on to the show. You're great. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Who was that?
That was nobody important. That was John Rusiello. He's the one I was telling you about down in Florida. Who's
Got you.
He's the pedophile looking for a young child to come to his house to write a script. So as he says. Yeah, I think he has other intentions, which is why I'm not sending you down there.
Wow.
Take that! See that? See how good I get him after he gets off the phone? All right, fine.
You call me a last-minute addition.
What happened?
You said I'm just a last-minute addition.
Well, yeah, you weren't.
I know.
It was the only plan we had with you coming in was me last night saying to you, "Hey, Frank's coming in if you want to join us." And at the time, it wasn't really set. You were just like, yeah, probably, And
then I planned to come in and just screw shit up.
and then, yeah, just about, I don't know, like 10:40, I got a text saying, I'm coming. I'm like, okay.
10:50.
10:50. But I wasn't going to change what I had planned for the show. John. Plus, I talk plenty to him when he's here. I talk plenty about him when he's not here. Damn it. So, all right. So you've been and now so Deborah Markowitz, who's on our show like a month ago, great filmmaker, great person. Right after that, you got a job with her.
Waitlist. That's the name of the movie that she's making.
That's the name of the movie. And our own Travis Grant, who, from Treading Water podcast.
He's an actor.
Who had to cancel again yesterday because because they were filming yesterday. How's the film going? How's it going?
Yeah, the production's going well. Deborah's a good director. Travis is a good actor.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know.
People just normally laugh when they say Travis Grant.
Do they?
Because he's just a wild, crazy human being.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he plays a character who's has a crazy life too. So.
So it's a Travis Grant story.
I don't know. I guess so. I don't know Travis that well, but yeah.
It's going well.
Yeah, it's going well. Yeah, the whole crew is great. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. We shot here.
You did shoot one day here, yeah.
You weren't in it.
I was an extra.
Yeah.
One of these days, Deborah will give me a real role. But yes, I was an extra. And there was some girl from Blue Bloods here.
Yes, there was.
Abigail something? Is that her name?
Yes. It was Abigail.
Well, I bet it still is.
Yeah. I just don't remember the last name.
I don't remember her last name either.
I had to get her to sign something. So that's pretty sad. I don't even remember.
It was a weird day being an extra on that. Because I think there were 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to say there were 6 extras, not including me. Now, and I think out of all of them, I was the only actor out of them because these other people, they had no idea what they were doing, what was going on, and no matter how many times they were told to be quiet, they were not. Which I wanted to choke them. You guys are filming scenes, and every take, sure, at least one of them would be like, "So, did you see that over there?" Like, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just kind of trying to, I was pretending to look at my menu because it takes place in a restaurant. So, and I just kind of look over.
You looked at the camera and went,
"Yeah, right." But
you look over where? At the people or the?
Yeah, at the people. I would try to stare them down. Can you almost telepathically tell them shut up.
Yeah.
And in between every take, somebody, either Deborah or what's it, the assistant director, Rob?
Yeah, Rob Graydon.
Would say, guys, can we just need to keep it quiet. If you're gonna, if you want to have a conversation, you got to pretend you're having a conversation. You got to keep it quiet. Sure enough, next take, at least one person. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing here. Somebody would say something.
And who were they?
I don't know who they were. They weren't. They obviously weren't actors.
Yeah.
They were probably friends of somebody and said, "Hey, we need an extra. Would you like to go do it?"
Sit there and yeah.
Maybe they got $20 for their time. I don't know, but so I was sitting with 2 other people, and there was another table of 3. At one point, that table they were having a full blown conversation. Like what is wrong with you? I wanted to scream at these people.
Yeah, I remember when we were doing that scene, the sound guy, his name Dom, he went to Five Towns with me, right? So he was having me hold his boom during that scene. I remember hearing like they were right, those extras were right next to where I was standing. And then during the scene, I'd be like I'd just be thinking, I'm like, they're talking, but no one's saying anything.
Yeah.
And then yeah, there's some sets that I've been on where they like to make an announcement to extras and just tell them to not say anything, and when they need to look like they're talking, to just mouth the word watermelon.
Watermelon.
Yeah, because if you mouth watermelon, you're kind of hitting all the different
sounds and
not sounds, but
but
mouth movements, I guess, Right. It just looks like you're talking just random, you could be saying anything, really.
No, that makes sense because a lot of people just go.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Or some people would just be
yeah,
over exaggerate.
So they just suggest you repeat watermelon over and over.
Yeah, exactly that. Just look at each other, don't say anything, and just subtle hand movements. Just be
wow.
Do you ever watch Modern Family?
No, I have not.
Oh, it was a great sitcom, and they did an episode about that, where two of the main characters were supposed to be extras, and they did the same kind of things. They were talking, they were overdoing it.
Oh yeah,
it's very funny.
Yeah, I couldn't believe these people. I wanted to murder them. When I did Luke Cage, they actually gave all the extras something like to do. So it wasn't like you're just standing there looking like an idiot. Like they said, you're going to turn at this point. You turn and do this. You walk over this way. Like each extra had their own set of instructions.
Well, that you're all like standing, and you're all working in a kitchen for that, right?
Yeah.
So like that all makes sense. That like because in the scene that we were doing here, everyone's just like sitting and eating at the.
Yeah, but true. You could if you wanted to. You know, okay, you guys laugh at this part. You get up and walk out like you're going to the bathroom, you know, and then come back at this point. Like
they did have people walking out and going to the bathroom.
Did they? I don't remember.
Yeah, there was one. I think there was one part where someone.
Well, you had the one dude who was walking by to check them out. Yeah, but there was a reason for that, and he actually, and then he turned into one of the main players.
But still, I feel like for this scene, it was more normal for everyone to be sitting.
Well,
there.
yeah.
And if we were doing like a scene in the kitchen or something,
yeah,
then we would just be like you would give everyone a certain type of direction.
But still, to not be quiet, like you don't have to have acting experience to know be quiet. Especially when you're told to be quiet.
Right. You'd actually be surprised. Like that's pretty normal for like where you kind of just need to tell extras like, hey, like this is what you shouldn't do. This is what you shouldn't. I'm not saying like extras are like dumb or anything. I'm just saying like you just be surprised that like there's just a lot that they wouldn't expect when it comes to
I would do
shooting movies.
Everything I could to make sure they would not be seen in the final edit.
Yeah.
Like that's what you get for being so stupid.
This is stuff that I'm just used to by now. We're just, as filmmakers, we just get used to this.
The only role Don gave me in his new movie was when I asked him. I got an eye roll. Oh, okay. It's not the only time you got an eye roll. All right, John Rusciello found someone to write it. She is a professor at Florida State University. Well, thanks for letting me know, because I've been asking people, John. See now I got something to yell at you about. Found someone to write it. She is a professor at Florida State University. I would love to be a fly on the wall when you guys sit to discuss it. I hope you got a pillow for her.
A fly on the wall?
Yeah, because I want to watch her, be bored.
You know how you can do that?
No, how?
With Elon Musk's neurochip or what? Neuralink. See that? Cyborg fly. See how I'm taking it back to the beginning of the show.
I'm so glad you did. All right, we're getting to Tuesday trivia in a minute.
We are doing Tuesday trivia. I was wondering where that was.
We're gonna be. We're gonna be in a minute. Yeah, we got some time. From there, when I go to the movies, I always get my senior discount because I identify as a 65-year-old. All right. So before we get to Tuesday trivia, I found a list this morning as I was doing my research for today's show. Relationshipsurgery.com. Relationshipsurgery.com. They have the most feel-good songs ever written. And this list kind of surprised me. First off, it's mostly songs from our generation.
Okay.
Some of them you'll know, most of them you won't. And there's maybe 2 songs that from your time. Yeah, I thought this was a weird list. Relationshipsurgery.com. The most feel-good songs ever written. Number 1, Don't Stop Me Now by Queen.
Number 1 feel-good song?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if, like, by number 1, if this is, like, the best one or if this is just a list.
A random order?
Yeah, I don't know if it's random order or not. But I'm reading it in the order it was presented.
I didn't know the Queen of England made a song.
Yeah. And it said, yeah, Don't Stop Me Now. But she did stop because now she's dead.
Wow.
Number 2, which Don't Stop Me Now. I mean, it's a fun song.
Don't stop me now. That only part I really know offhand. Well.
Really?
I mean, I know the rest of the song, but that's the catchy part. That's the part that stands out.
I'm going to disagree with you.
Okay.
Don't stop me. Don't stop me. Don't
that's
stop
true.
Me. Come on. You don't know that?
I know it. I don't know
when
it.
you think of the song, you think of Don't Stop Me Now. Like, that's literally what I was just thinking.
Well, right. That's part of the song.
Handshakes.
Number 2,
That was funny.
Dancing Queen by ABBA.
Okay, I can see that.
Wow, all the Queen trends. Here we go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Well, this one is not. Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys.
Okay.
That could be a Queen trend. No, I'm just kidding.
Which I do love that song. Feel good song? I don't know if I'm like, I feel good now.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever see them the concert when they do it, people go nuts.
Yeah, okay. All right, number 4. Uptown Girl. Oh, you don't like that song?
No.
Really?
No.
I...
Cringeworthy.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it.
I love that song. I do feel it's overplayed.
Yeah.
But I do like that one a lot. I'll take that one over Tell Her About It.
Yeah.
But feel good song? I don't know about that.
No.
Number 5. Eye of the Tiger.
Rocky action.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's why, because you just associate it with Rocky. And you
Right.
think about Rocky fights.
I used to not like when I heard the song before watching Rocky.
You actually heard the song before Rocky?
Yeah, and
Really?
I used to think of it like the cheesiest song ever.
Yes.
And then after watching Rocky, now it's like, yeah, I associate it with all.
The music's very
Now I
dramatic.
like it because of it.
What's that?
The music's very dramatic. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it's too much. It's very 80s.
Yeah.
Number 6, I'm a Believer. Which I can understand that.
Yeah.
Especially after Shrek.
Yeah, true.
But on this list, it did have a picture of the monkeys.
Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Number 7, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Cyndi Lauper. Your theme song. I don't know. Number 8, which Living on a Prayer.
That's cringeworthy.
Yeah. I don't know. I've just never understood I'm not going to say Bon Jovi sucks because it's like comedy. You can't say anybody's great or anybody sucks because everybody has different tastes. But I've never understood the allure of Bon Jovi. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. Sorry. Number 9, I Will Survive. Gloria Gaynor.
I can see that.
Yeah. Number 10, I can see Walking on Sunshine.
Yep.
Katrina and the Waves. Yeah, that's a fun song. Elio used to play with her.
Oh, yeah?
After she survived the waves, got out of the waves, got out of the water. Yeah, he played with her quite a bit. He's on just Katrina. He was never a wave.
Oh.
He's on one or two of her albums.
Okay.
Wave to Elio, everybody.
Elio's tour resumes tonight. He's been off for a week now. It resumes tonight, and now it's full throttle. It's like pretty much every night through March, April, May. Actually, the last show is May 9th, Billy Joel's birthday.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, go see Elio if you're in England. Go see Elio in November if you're in England. In November, Elio is going to perform, which something he hasn't done in years. In November, he's going to perform 3 concerts where he's performing some original music. He has not done that in over 10 years. We're talking, by the way, of maybe the 4 of us over the summer go to England and spend a few days with Elio while he's not working. And just spend some time at his house and go see England.
The 4 of us as...
You, me, your mom, and your sister.
Oh, okay. What are we going to do with our dog? Where are we going to put that little...
Who cares? All right, so number 11, Happy by Pharrell. So that's Your Lifetime. Great song.
It's a good song.
Pharrell Williams?
Pharrell Williams, yes.
That's right.
Number 12, Don't Stop Believin' by Journey.
That's the song I did in chorus.
I was about to say that, actually. I do remember
4th
that.
grade.
Yep. Number 13, Shake It Off.
Why'd you look at me for that?
Because it's your generation.
I don't even know that. I don't know what's on your... Oh,
Shake
that's
It
Taylor
Off,
Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, you're right.
Good song. I think it's a fun pop song.
I don't like Taylor Swift, so...
I'm not like
sorry,
a big
Taylor.
Swiftie, but...
I'm sorry, you Swifties.
All right, so this next song, it's actually kind of funny. Relationshipsurgery.com. Because of this next song, I'm going to say they're racist. Okay?
What?
Now, I'll explain. So the song, which for me, this is my personal number 1 feel-good song ever written. It's Don't Worry, Be Happy. I have always loved that song. I think
like it too.
Yeah, I've always loved. I think the video with Robin Williams is Robin Williams and Bill Irwin.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Bill Irwin doesn't get the credit he deserves. He's a great comedic actor, just a great actor. He was who's the guy in Elmo, Mister what was his name? The guy that would dance around.
Yeah, because I watched Elmo.
You watched Elmo as a kid? You and your sister?
Because I watched it religiously to know that. I have no idea.
Mr. Hand?
I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wasn't that South Park?
Yeah, South Park, Mr. Hand. Elmo would have this part. He would say, "Mr. So and So," and it wouldn't be a puppet. It would be a real life guy, and he would just dance around and do some silly stuff for a minute, and then they go back to Elmo. Well, anyway, that was Bill Irwin, but he's also he's done a million other things. He was actually in. Oh, you didn't watch The Dropout with us. All right, never mind. Bill Irwin. But anyway,
if you're gonna say that the number one song is Gangnam Style,
no, that's not on the list. But the reason relationship surgery is racist is because they said "Don't Worry, Be Happy" by Bob Marley.
Oh, no!
And it even had like a little write-up with a picture of Bob Marley, and it said, "Bob Marley, popular for his reggae songs. This is one of his biggest hits." I laughed and laughed and laughed.
That's too much.
Oh, I thought that was hysterical.
Now that whole album by Bob McFerrin is a good album.
Oh yeah, it is. What's it called?
I can't remember the name of the album.
I remember he does "Drive My Car" by
Drive
the
My
Beatles.
Car.
He does "Sunshine of Your Love."
Good Lovin' was one of my favorite
Good
ones on
Lovin'. Yeah.
It's like twice as fast as the regular, but it's really funny. It's really good. Very well done.
Bobby McFerrin, he's great. You ever see him or anything?
No.
I'd like to.
He still plays around.
Yeah, he still shows up once in a while.
Yeah.
they just had to promote the new movie. They didn't care at what cost.
What movie?
The Bob
Marley movie.
Oh. I heard that's good, by the way. I want to see that. All right, the next one is "Beautiful Day" by Muse. I don't know that one.
Mm-hmm.
"Don't Stop Believin'" by Fleetwood Mac is next one, which, yeah, I don't know. That's almost a little
It's not
too.
Don't Stop Believin'. It's Don't Stop.
Oh, true.
Does it say
Don't Stop
Believe
Believin'. No.
Yeah, I was about to.
No, that was my mistake. That was Journey before. So, "Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow."
I was gonna say,
but still, that's just that's a great song. A little over. I'm just a little sick of it at this point. But I just can't stand the corniness. You got this. Type feel.
Well, that was big when Clinton was out too.
Yes. Yeah. Next one is "Good as Hell" by Lizzo. Do you know that? I don't know that one. I know who Lizzo is, but I don't know that song.
No, I don't listen to Lizzo.
Next one, "Here Comes the Sun" by the Beatles. This next one I found interesting, and it's one of my favorite songs of all time, "Superstition," Stevie Wonder.
That's a good song.
Great song. Would I put it under my feel-good list? I don't know if I would do that. Maybe because of the groove, maybe.
The beat, I was going to say, yeah.
I feel like any song with the groovy beat is a feel-good song, honestly.
Okay. "Sweet Caroline" by Neil Diamond. "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees.
Yep.
Here's one I wouldn't have thought of, but I like it. "Lovely Day" by Bill Withers.
That's a good groove to it.
Yeah, great tune.
Yeah.
This is a good one, too. "You Make My Dreams Come True," Hall & Oates.
Great beat.
Yep, great song.
Yeah.
Here's a good one. "Come On Eileen" by Dexy Midnight Runners.
Okay.
Elio, he actually auditioned for that band. He didn't get the gig, but he auditioned. He was only like 17 or maybe even younger.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah, he was young when he auditioned for them. This next one I don't like. I'm not a fan of this song. Elton John's "Are You Ready for Love?" I never really. I don't know.
I don't know if I know that one.
Oh, you don't know that song?
I don't
Really?
think so.
Yeah, that was a hit for him.
You're not ready for love.
Yeah, that's right. He's not ready for love then. The next one I don't know, but I do think this is a good band, but I don't know much about them. The Imagine Dragons, "Thunder." Anybody? No?
Oh, I know that song.
Good?
It's like Thunder. Thunder. You don't know that?
You're not thinking AC/DC Thundercrack, are you?
No.
Thunder!
No, not that.
No?
It's like
It's a great song.
I don't even know if I'm doing it right, but it goes something like that.
Oh, yeah?
How'd that go?
Thunder! Thunder!
No, I know that song, but no, I'm pretty sure that you would recognize it if you put it on.
Now this next one, another one I don't know, but and I should know more about this band because I do think they're great, but I hardly know anything by them. The Killers, "Mr. Brightside." Great band though, but yeah, I don't know much about them. The next one, "You Can Call Me Al."
Good song.
Great song.
Great beat.
But I think it would only make their list maybe because of the music video. I would put me and Julio down by the schoolyard before I pick for just feel good songs. I would pick that one before I pick You Can Call Me Out.
Call Me Out is like good with DJs, for dancing, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. The next one I don't know. The American Authors with Best Day of My Life. Never heard of them. Never heard the song. This next one, again, I think if you're a fan of the 80s, that's the only way you'll like this one. Take On Me by Aha. Go ahead, sing the chorus right now. Sing that last
I
line.
can't get there anymore.
Next one, everybody knows Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley.
Mm-hmm.
That's a meme now.
Yeah, well, yeah. This next one I would definitely put on my list. Love Shack by the B-52s.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This next one surprised me. I'm Every Woman, Shaka Khan.
Yeah, that's a big anthem kind of thing.
Yeah, for all the women, I'm woman, hear me roar. Didn't you meet Shaka Khan?
Saw her, didn't meet her.
Saw her in concert?
No, the time that the chorus was singing from Manilow.
When you got
at
kicked
Radio
out?
City, yeah. When I got yelled at.
But they did kick you out for a few shows, didn't they?
No, they just broke up. They gave more people opportunities. Not everybody was saying every show.
No, I knew that, but I thought you were like banned from a couple of shows.
No, I did one more after that.
Oh, that was it?
And that was it.
How many did you do altogether?
I think it was like 3 or 4.
But then you got yelled at, and then. But was there a threat of you not being allowed back? There was never anything like that.
Not that I was told.
And did they say anything the next time you came back?
The kid standing next to me did.
The kid standing next to you? What did he say?
Let's not do that again. And I think either in my head or I actually said, "Why did you do it too?"
Wow.
Yeah.
What? And that kid? It was the same kid was standing next to you.
Backstory now. We're going to talk about this.
Well, I guess I've told it here before, but
okay.
So go ahead. I've told it. I don't think I've ever heard your version on here.
We got my high school chorus got the opportunity to sing backup for Barry Manilow at Radio City for I think 2 weeks of shows, and actually 40 years ago this year.
Oh wow.
God.
And, right, just for one particular song, right?
Yeah, well, it was a song called One Voice,
right?
Which on the record is just 40 voices of just him, and he hired a choir.
40
voices of just him.
Different harmonies?
Yeah, he did it all himself.
But it's not 40 different harmonies.
40 tracks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
okay.
So doing a live, you have to have people with you. So we had a choir.
Right. Okay.
So we had to do the with red robes and this whole thing. But after the song was over in the concert, they played upbeat music, and he acknowledged the crowd and he acknowledged the band and all that kind of stuff. So he says, they said, okay, when they play the upbeat music, just stand there and kind of dance in place and clap your hands, this kind of thing.
God.
So, but I wasn't on the stage. I don't know if they still do this now, but at Radio City back then, they had ledges against the walls.
Yes, I remember that.
And
I haven't been there in a while, but I do recall that.
I was among the people who had to stay on the ledge.
Okay.
And back then, there was no railing.
Right.
If you sneezed, you're going down
yep. Mm-hmm.
Into the audience.
Yeah, now if those ledges are still there, they probably wouldn't even allow anybody up there. No.
Oh, man, it was terrifying.
Yeah.
But we're up doing that, and we're standing in place, and they're like, dance. I'm like, you kidding me? One wrong move, and I'm gone. But we're standing there, we're dancing in place, and Manilow is like, he's acknowledging the band, all that kind of stuff, and he acknowledges the kids on the ledge. So he points to my section, and I'm sitting there dancing, and he points over to me, and I just went... He stops and walks away. And when we got backstage, I got yelled at for it. You ruined his show. What's the matter with you? How can you be so unprofessional? You know,
and who was this? Like
the choir director.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't our director. We were helping at another school. And then the next day...
Oh, so it was the school? It wasn't any of Barry's people?
The choir director, as far as I know, was the one who said something to us. Like, came screaming, what the hell's going on? What'd you do that for? And the next day, back in schools, when we talked to Mr. Arnold about it.
Mr. Arnold, who was our music teacher, and we've talked about him before.
Chuck
he was
Arnold.
also Billy Joel's music teacher at Hicksville High School.
So he calls me in, I think either before class or after class. He goes, come here, I want to talk to you in the office. Real serious. I'm like, oh.
He is a very big man, strong presence, very deep voice.
Very deep voice.
And can be, he was hardly ever mean or known for being a yeller, but he can be intimidating because you're such a big guy with a lot of deep voice and could be intimidating.
So he sat me down, He said, "So, I heard you waved at him." I went, yeah, I waved at him. He just goes, "Don't do it ever again." He starts laughing. He says, "Don't worry about it. You're covered. You're good. You're good." But he played it up at first though. Like, I'm gonna get reamed for it.
After all these years, I don't know if he would even remember that, but I would love to get his take on that now.
I reminded him about it a few years back at a party.
Yeah, what did he say?
He didn't remember it.
Oh, he didn't remember it?
He laughed.
So I would love to hear, like, when he got that phone call. I would love to hear how he responded and what was going through his head at that time.
He went and actually took part in it after I stopped. So he did it. He did 1 or 2 shows himself as a member of the chorus.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you mean after you stopped?
After I wasn't doing it anymore, they were still doing like another week's worth.
Why weren't you doing them?
They just had to break up the amount of kids to get everybody give everybody a shot.
Oh, so not everybody went every night?
No.
Oh, I see.
No.
Okay. All right, so he went after.
And I think he said he was on the ledge too, and he remembers being terrified by it.
Right. Oh, but that's
the only thing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say in regards to you that something
no.
was said. Oh, all right.
No. How did we get into that?
Because so Shaka Khan.
Right.
So was she there?
She was actually. Do you remember the whole Saturday Night Live story with Manilow?
No.
Okay. Shaka Khan was the musical guest on Saturday Night Live that night, the Saturday of those shows.
Okay.
So we're hanging out. And the Saturday we were doing 2 shows, so we waited around. And so out the window, someone said, "Look, it's Shaka Khan." So we looked out the window.
Oh, she was in the street?
She was walking into the NBC building.
Oh, okay.
And someone yelled out to her, "Shaka Khan, I love you." And she's like, "You know me? You know who I am? Hi, how are you?"
Why wouldn't they know who she is?
I don't think she was big as a solo artist at that point. I think she was just starting out.
Oh, really? Oh.
So he's like, "Oh, you know me? Oh, okay." But the SNL story was that Billy Crystal wanted Manilow to do the opening of the show in between his concerts, and he agreed to do it. He was going to do a Fernando's Hideaway with him, and at the very last second, he backed out.
Why?
Manilow, he just didn't want to do it.
Oh, wow!
But it was already planned. So Billy Crystal had a stagehand who was like out to here, put a blonde wig on and pretend to be Manilow for the interview.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they interviewed him as if he was Barry Manilow.
Oh, that's funny. we'll have to look for that. Okay, so there's 2 more. Castle on the Hill by Ed Sheeran and Dancing in the Moonlight by Top Loader.
Is it the 70s Dancing in the Moonlight?
I don't know. It's not. Yeah, the Dancing in the Moonlight from the 70s was not Top Loader.
No, I was going to say. No. I don't know
what
that
was King Harvest.
Oh, right.
But so I don't know if it's the same song or not.
I'm surprised the studio's not on there.
Or anything by Prince.
Yeah, true. Let's Go Crazy was a upbeat
1999, right?
Yeah, true.
I don't know if Susudio is aged well.
Still, it's a feel-good song.
Nah, I don't think I'd put that on my list.
Okay.
I think you just showed your age.
Nice.
I just want to say I don't want to get yelled at. So I'm just all right. Let me look at some comments real quick, and then we'll get to Tuesday trivia. When I go to the movies, I always get I already read that. Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. We all know what that's about. Uptown Girl is Billy Joel telling us where she likes it. Brown Eye of the Tiger. Oh, stop it. I didn't believe the rumor about monkeypox when I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. What the? Girls just want to have fun about box bumping, okay? I think Shake It Off is about what it's like to pee when you turn 50. That could be. Stevie Nicks gives me a Fleetwood. I hear you. Still does. Are you ready for Love by Elton John? He had to call it that because Let Me Bend You Over and Stick It In You couldn't be used. I like the white T-shirt and blue jeans. You look like a slightly cloudy day. That was good, Fremda. You got me. God. Oh, my goodness. Between the two of you guys look like a newspaper. What? Between the two of you guys look like a
Black
newspaper. No, that's stupid. I thought when you said we look like... What?
Red all over in your seats.
When you said we look like thumbs, I thought that was funny. But all right. Time for some Tuesday trivia. Some random trivia questions. No rhyme, no reason. Just some random trivia questions. If anybody wants to go see a show this weekend at a governor's stage, let me know. If you play along and you comment on the thread here. I will get you into a governor's show. I don't know who's watching. Andy Pajanos was commenting earlier. I don't know if he's still there. I haven't seen Vicky on here. I haven't seen Carol. Hopefully we get some people playing, but we have these guys playing, so we'll see what happens. All right.
I know Grandma's watching.
Grandma is usually watching, yes. So
when is she coming on here?
Her birthday is what, on a Tuesday this year?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Maybe we'll get...
Take the day off, Mom.
She usually does take day off on her birthday, doesn't she?
Then get over here. I'll drive you over.
There you go. All right. So Tuesday, April 16th, Mom. Frank's bringing you in here. Oh, and then I'm going to ask the hardest trivia questions. Not that they have to be that hard, because she's not that bright. But,
oh, nice.
But, all right. So now, when you promoted that you were coming on this show, you made it all like Star Trek. It's Leonard Nimoy's birthday. Cares. But since
Nimoy family, I'm sure, cares.
What's that?
I'm not sure the Nimoy family cares.
They might care, but that has nothing to do with us.
All right.
We met him once.
Yes.
I didn't know it was him. I was little. I was very little when we met him. I didn't know it was him.
You didn't know it was him because you did a Spock impression for him.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. You must have. I didn't know it was him. I didn't recognize him because he didn't have the pointy ears. I didn't know it was him until we. No, it's the thumb has to be out.
Oh,
yeah.
it is out.
I remember saying to Mom, "Where is he?" And she's like, "That was him right there." And I remember turning back.
I remember
All right,
that.
well, Mom, you clear this up. She won't remember. But clear this up. Probably you. You always wanted to talk to him.
No, because you. I remember I actually said to him, "My brother was Spock for Halloween." He's like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, that was probably already after I passed him.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember. Anyway, so yeah, you were, when you posted a photo for the show, like with all this Star Trek stuff. So, all right, so we have some Star Trek questions.
Oh boy.
Well, you started it. How old was Leonard Nimoy when he died?
He died, was it in 2016, I think?
The question was how old, not what year.
I'm trying to think because he would have been 93 today, so minus 8 years. 85, something like that.
86.
86. I can't count.
That's what I said. What's funny is that I initially just guessed 86 without hearing anything that you, and then you said all that, and I'm like, wow, it might actually be 86. Is that correct? Did I do the math?
Well, I'll tell you after. I ask all the questions first. What branch of the U.S. military did Leonard Nimoy serve?
I think Navy.
Do you know who Leonard Nimoy is?
No, I don't know.
Take a guess, then.
What was the question?
What branch of U.S. military did Leonard Nimoy serve?
Let's go. What did you say? Navy?
He said Navy, yeah.
Let's say Marines. That's probably very wrong. I just want to say something different.
NBC rejected the pilot for Star Trek.
Right.
Who got them to take another look?
Lucille Ball.
Tony Walker.
All right. We're done with the Star Trek related questions.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay, I was getting scared.
Fred Flintstone is a Bronto crane operator for what company?
Slate. I don't remember if there was more to the word. Maybe Slate Enterprises?
Tesla.
All right, let's see. Thank you. All right, next question. Ringo Starr replaced Pete Best in the Beatles in 1962.
Okay.
What year did Pete Best join the Beatles?
61, I think. I could be wrong.
What year do they say Christopher Columbus sailed the seas? 1862? Right.
Yeah, 1862.
No. 1480 something, right? 14.
That's closer.
14 something.
All right, 14 something is the next answer. Oh, boy.
No, that's the answer. That's what we're going with. That's when this person.
Whose pop song career includes the hits "Addicted to Spuds," "My Baloney," and "Eat It"? We'll say it.
Weird Al.
Oh, Weird Al. I'm gonna say Weird Al Yankovic.
It's with
We'll
the last
see who
name.
wins that one.
All right. All right, Zach, I won't even bother asking this one. Name all the Major League Baseball teams that Gary Carter played for.
Oh, I can answer that.
All right, go ahead then.
After him. Or would it be funnier if I go?
I know the Mets in Montreal. I don't remember after that. Where did he wind up? That's all I remember.
Very upset. What?
So my answer is gonna be I'm just gonna name whatever I know. So there's the Mets.
Yeah.
And then let's say he went to the Yankees.
Okay.
And then we'll say that he went to the Red Sox. And then we'll say he went to the Cubs. And then we'll just say that he went to the Nets. The Nets, yeah. And then the Giants. And then the Jets. And then the Islanders and the Bruins. And the Chicago Bulls.
Thanks for that.
And then my high school basketball team.
Who won Best Picture Award at the 2015 Academy Awards? You should know this.
2015.
Picture.
What?
I
Yeah.
know 2014. I don't know if I know 2015.
Who was 14?
That was my favorite movie, Birdman, with Michael Keaton. But that's not the answer to the question. So.
Anybody?
That wasn't the year to the controversy though either.
No.
Right.
All right.
Wait.
You're gonna
I had
take
to
a
say
stab?
something. What movies came out in 2015? Yeah, I'll pass it.
Okay.
I can't remember what came out that year.
All right, hang on a second.
What just happened?
Because I screwed up, so I just I skipped one by accident. So I'm.
He skipped a question. This whole thing is rigged. This whole test is rigged.
All right. This is a very hard question. Neither one of you are going to get it.
Thank you.
It's a baseball question, so I don't even think you should bother.
I'll bother.
There are 3 players in Major League Baseball history who have only played for the Yankees and Mets. Name them.
Both teams? Played for both teams.
Yeah. But only. They didn't play anywhere else. They only played for the Mets and Yankees. There might be a 4th one this week when Severino takes the mound on opening day like he's scheduled to. That'll make him number 4. Well, and that assumes he finishes his career with either the Mets or the Yankees. But so right now there's 3. You should know one of them. You will not get the other 2.
I know it.
You know it?
I got 4 names in my head.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's true or not.
Okay.
I'm thinking Gooden and Strawberry, Leiter and Cone. But I could be way off.
All right. Are you taking a stab at this?
Sure. You know what's funny is I was actually thinking Strawberry. That's funny you said it. Babe Ruth. Sandlot. Chicken Little.
What?
Those are 3.
All right. Moving on. All right. What is the definition of the word widdershins? WIDDERSHINS. It's an adverb. Widdershins.
Does it have anything to do with your shins, like your body?
No. No, I said it's an adverb.
How would you use it, like in a sentence, or is that like giving it away?
Yeah, that might give it away.
No idea.
It's widdershins. Widdershins.
Widdershins. WIDDERSHINS.
It's an adverb.
No idea.
Widdershins.
No clue.
It's called a word. That is quite a word. I'm gonna take that word around me once I learn the definition of this.
All right, but for now you're skipping. You're taking a pass.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Last question. Why is sleeping naked good for a woman's hoo-ha?
Because it ultimately results in widder-shinning her. Unless you want to be widder-shinned, sleep with clothes on.
You're not touching. All right, well, it's a scientific question. All right.
Scientific question. Oh, that was a big hint. So you're saying we got to talk like chemistry, like Walter White in this.
That's
how we
that's
get the
exactly
answer
what I
here.
mean, yes. All
So
right,
the key to figuring out a woman is science. Got it.
All right, so not a lot of players here today. It looks like Fremder and Luciello. So Andy and Vicky aren't here. Carol. They knew Leonard Nimoy was gay when they walked in on him giving Captain Kirk the Spocker. Oh, Fremder, that might be one of your worst. All right. Question number 1. How old was Leonard Nimoy when he died? You said 85. You said 86. He was 83.
I said 83.
You said 86.
No, you just misheard me.
Oh.
You guys can all vouch for me, right?
Nope.
No, I wasn't asking you. I was asking the world.
Fremder said old enough. What branch of the U.S. military did Leonard Nimoy serve? Fremder said the United States Black Holes. Oh, Rusiello got it right. He wrote 83. So, sorry, John got it right. Sorry. Yeah, Fremder says United States Black Holes. You said the Navy. Zach said Marines. You're both incorrect. He served in the Army from 53 to 55.
Okay.
John Rusiello got it right again.
Did he? Oh, he did. I'm sorry. John, your answers are coming up way below, so I missed it. Sorry. NBC rejected the pilot for Star Trek. Who got them to take another look? You said Lucille Ball. You said I did. Fremder said the Tribble. Yeah, it's Lucille Ball. How did you know that?
That's false.
Because I've heard that she gave it the green light to be aired.
But how did she even, why was she part of the process?
It was her production company.
Oh, it was a Desilu production?
Desilu production.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like the first season was, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rumors, stories. It was Tony Walker.
Fred Flintstone is a Bronto crane operator for what company? John Rusiello said Slate. Frank said Slate. Zach said Tesla. Where is it? The Slate Rock and Gravel Company. So you get credit.
Okay.
Well, technically, they're not all real. So it's just left up to imagination. So in my imagination, Tesla's correct.
Ringo Starr replaced Pete Best.
Best?
Ringo Starr replaced Pete Best in the Beatles in 1962.
My stupidity story.
I don't know what happened. What year did Pete Best join the Beatles? Fremder says 2024. Frank says 1961. Zach said 1480.
14-something.
14-something.
It was 14-something.
1492, by the way, was the year that you were looking for. Not 1892 or 1862.
That's not... I didn't even say 1860 or whatever. I always...
Yes, you did. You can watch this back later.
No, world, vouch for me. I always said Christopher Columbus sailed the seas to the great lands in 15... whatever it was. No.
Well, you're both incorrect. It was 1960.
That's what I said.
Okay.
You don't know your Beatles.
I do.
You're not allowed at the Beatle Fest anymore.
Hey, I've killed enough Beatles in my life. I know my Beatles. I stomp on them every summer.
Whose pop song career includes the hits "Addicted to Spuds," "My Baloney," and "Eat It"? You both got that right, and so did John Rusiello. Weird Al Yankovic.
No,
nice.
only I got that right because he said Weird Al. I don't know who Weird Al is. Weird Al Yankovic was what I said. I said Weird Al Yankovic.
He's in rare form today.
We saw Weird Al Yankovic in concert, 1987.
Yes. Yep.
Great show.
Opening for the Monkees.
Yep. Name the major league teams that Gary Carter played for. Frank said the Mets and Montreal. Zach said Mets, Yanks, Red Sox, Cubs, Nets, Giants, Jets, Islanders, Bruins, and the Bulls.
And high school.
And my old high school, yeah. Wanta High School, shout out.
All right, well, you both got 2 right, but that's not all the teams. You said
Rigged.
Mets and Montreal. That's who Carter started with, and that's who he ended with.
Okay.
Because you ended, where did he finish his career? Both at Montreal. Now, you said Mets, Yanks, Red Sox, Cubs, Nets, Giants, blah, blah, blah. He played for the Mets.
In my high school?
And he played for the San Francisco Giants. So you did get a second one right, even though you didn't mean to. Montreal Expos, 74-84, then again in 92. New York Mets, 85-89. San Francisco Giants in 1990. And the Los Angeles Dodgers in 1991.
I know my shit.
Yeah, sure you do. There are 3 players in MLB history who have only played for the Mets and Yankees. Only played for Mets and Yankees. Name them. You said Gooden, Strawberry, Leiter, Cone. You said Babe Ruth and Chicken Little.
No, I said Babe Ruth, Sandlot. And
Sandlot, Chicken Little. Right. You guys are both completely incorrect. Gooden also played for Cleveland and Houston.
Oh, okay.
Strawberry played for San Francisco Giants, and he played for the Dodgers as well.
Oh, okay.
Al Leiter played with Miami, played with Toronto. He's been around. David Cohn played with Kansas City, played with Toronto. They've been around as well. So you're both incorrect.
Okay.
The one obvious answer that I'm shocked you didn't get is Yogi Berra.
Yogi Bear.
He was a coach for other teams.
I was going to say, he didn't play for the Mets. He
Yes.
he
No,
managed them.
He played. No, he played. He played for the Mets too.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
So the answers we're looking for. Yogi Berra, Dylan Betances.
Bless you.
Betances. I forget. I remember him. I don't remember how to say his name. And a catcher from the late 80s, early 90s, Phil Lombardi. So, like I said, you're not going to get it.
Yep.
All right, now.
I don't get it.
Okay. Who won Best Picture at the 2015 Academy Awards?
Oh, yeah, I said it was... Remind me what I said?
I don't have anything down for you.
No, why?
What?
Because I got it right.
Well, look it up for me, because you kind of did.
What do you mean I kind of did?
Well, because I have, for the 2015 Academy Awards, I have Birdman. But you said it was 2014.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I am. Well,
I'm getting it confused. Yeah, because it was it came out in 2014, so it would have been for the 2015 Academy Awards.
There you go. So
Wow.
Birdman is the answer. Fremder said it was Comic Sans.
Right. It was Comic Sans.
And no, Fremder, the 3 of us were not the ones who played for both the Mets and Yankees.
And Comic Sans, the one with the D that he's talking about, that's the secret Comic Sans.
That's a different movie. Yeah. That's about funny beaches.
Yeah, funny beaches and sands and comics on the sands.
They knew Leonard. I read that one right. I'm not going to read it again.
Sandy cheeks.
What is the definition of the word widdershins? Nobody gave me any answers. Oh, something that might itch, says Fremder. That is incorrect. It's an adverb, meaning in a direction contrary to the sun's course, which would be counterclockwise.
Oh, that's so boring.
In a direction contrary to normal or conventional. Well, who said it would be exciting?
I was hoping a word like that would be like something I could use a lot.
Well, you can.
But now, yeah, but
it wouldn't make sense, but you can use it.
I would have to go into a whole science explanation.
I didn't realize we were running late. All right. Last question. Why is sleeping naked good for a woman's hoo-ha? Zach said it because it helps their widdershins. Because it's less work I have to do to take her clothes off, says Fremder. Yeah. You have to get into the room first, too. Sleeping naked allows a woman's vagina to breathe, helping to prevent yeast and bacteria to grow down there. See? It was just a simple science question.
Or she could just take a shower and wash it out.
Well, yeah. It's not always that simple with the hoo-ha. The hoo-ha is a very complex place. All right, there you go. It is time for us to get out of here. Thanks for hanging out with us today. So once again, I'll find an old video to put up tomorrow on YouTube. I'll find another video to play on Thursday on YouTube. But on Facebook, we will go live from the parking lot at Citi Field if we're there. I don't know how long we'll be on. I don't know what we'll be doing, but we'll go live on Facebook for a few minutes at least. Unless a game gets called before then, and then maybe I'll just come in here on Thursday. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But as of now, that's the plan. And then we are here Friday. Andy is not here Friday. Andy is going away with his family for the weekend.
Bye, Andy.
Bye, Andy. Get lost. And that's it. There's no Hershey and the Keeks tonight. Again, wish Mike well as he heads on over to the Boston Comedy Festival. We got nothing tomorrow. Circling the Drain is scheduled for Thursday night. Donversations is scheduled for Friday. So there you go. And, of course, go to govs.com. Lots of great comedy shows happening on the Governor's stage this week. You could see Terry McNeely, Natalie Goggin, Jeff Goldberg, Kathy Arnold, Corey Bonalowitz, Shuli Egar, Bob Levy, Mike Morse, Anthony Zenhauser, Steve Rocco, Ivory Fields, Irene Bremis, Mike Keegan, Carla Okerson, Laura Patton, Will Sharon, Annie LaPuma, Johnny Watson, Joey Callahan, and Dennis Rooney. Just some of the names you'll see on the Governor's stage this week. Remember to go to govs.com, make your reservations. And don't forget, September 28th, in the Giggle Room, Knockem Dead Comedy presents a night of Triple X Trivia. Be a fun trivia game going on. Ivory Fields will be performing with us that night as well. That'll be a fun night. Go to govs.com. And, of course, go to knockemdeadcomedy.com where you can find out what's going on with Knockem Dead Comedy. We got a few dates at that meatball place, starting with Wednesday, April 17th, September 25th, October 23rd, December 18th. We have some tentative dates scheduled with Governors, one in September and one in December. Those are tentative, but contact Governors to say you want to see us those nights. But go to knockemdeadcomedy.com and see our full schedule, what we got going on, and hopefully the schedule will increase as well. And that's it. You have nothing, right, to promote? Nope. Damn it. And be on the lookout for the wait list. Is that what it's called, you said?
The white list? What? Oh, Deborah's film. The wait list. Yeah, it's called The Wait List. The Wait List, a Love-ish story. Sorry, I don't know. I heard you just looked at me and you said the white list, and I was like,
I said the wait list.
I heard white list, and I was like, what?
I said wait. I thought for sure you were going to block it. All right, we're out of here. Everybody have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you at some point later in the week. All right. Suck it.
What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy murder mystery show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
Have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what? Had an awesome time. All right. You had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private